Heyo, what's up? This is Alec, White Whale Comics. Welcome, welcome. Um, I literally just got this dropped off at my doorstep, and I'm homesick from work. So I figured I'd just go live in the middle of the day to unbox it. Kenny's in the chat. What's up, buddy? Says Christmas morning. Yeah, so each time that Spider-Man booth does a Superior box, they have like a theme. Like there was the V7 was the Grinch, and this one was called Christmas Morning because that was the day the sales went live. Comic Books NYC, what's up, Kavi? Discovery Bay, what's up, JB? Perry Comics is here. You too, buddy. Sincero. So this is the first time I've done a Superior box, and it was a struggle to decide if I wanted to do it, but every year I kind of like buy myself a Christmas present and decided to go with this instead of something that I would definitely want because, as I think it was Comic Jabroni said, it's a content buy, so it gave me a reason to do a video. Big Snake's in the chat. What's up, buddy? TJ's in the chat. Chad RCG, what's up, man? I saw your unboxing. Sorry about that Liefeld Sig. I know you're bummed about that. What's up, Chad? 90 MF Comics, what up? So, first things first, I've watched a bunch of the ones that people have posted already, and similarly to the V7s, seems to be a trend that if you get a tube with an art print in it, it means you didn't get one of the big hits, which is kind of a bummer because it like practically spoils the fun as soon as you open the box if you know that. So I spoiled it for you guys if I have one. At least it seems to be a trend. I don't know what's up, if that's totally true, but let's dig in and see what we got. Some of the big hits this time around were that Venomized Mary Jane Spider-Man cover that I actually don't really like that much, but it's worth a ton of money. Fantastic Four 48, I believe. I can't remember what else, but there's some good books. Last round they had an Albedo too. I don't know who got that. I don't know if anyone who got it actually posted it. Let's see what people are saying here. Yeah, it's $250. It's supposed to be 10 comics. All right, so I'll try to open it so you can see. And I did get a tube, so womp womp. It says here V9 is going to be Valentine's Day. But hey, who knows? Could be a surprise. Right, so here's the tube. It says just like Christmas morning. So it's going to be probably an art print. I suppose it could be original art because I know there was some John Boy Myers original art in the runnings. I also didn't get any random stickers. That's kind of a drag. They had like Andre the Giant has a Posse stickers and Superior box stickers. There's one on the box, unless they're in here. But let's open this tube first. Chad RCG said I got a Stan Lee autoed comic in a box and I had a tube. Yeah. Like I said, it maybe isn't like 100%, but it seems to be. I mean, Perry. I definitely didn't get a slab. This box is not big enough for a slab. So let's see what this print is. It's a Transformers print. Signed by the artist who I cannot read their name. But pretty cool. I don't know. not the most exciting thing, but that's all right. Yeah, Discovery UA says all for mystery box with 250 is mind blowing. Yeah, like I said, we'll see how I do here, but I don't know that I would do it again already. Like even without knowing what's in the box, but I figured. I know this is like insane logic, but I figured because I've already won a Hulk 181 from them, that I'm still ahead of the game no matter what, even if I keep buying boxes from them. I know it doesn't make sense, but John's Comics with Kids deleting Perry's messages. All right, let me see if I can see if these are upside down. Yes, they are. So no stickers in the box either. Real bummer. They are doing this thing for the second time, which is pretty cool though. It's if you follow that Spider-Man booth every Monday, they do this thing called Insta Mondays, where if you buy boxes, they Chad RCG said wish they would say sign them. I agree. Where you can win additional books if you buy boxes during the show. And they have this Superior Plus show now. It's going to be on February 10th, where if you bought a box, you can win additional books that they're going to give away on that live show. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's not something they have to do, certainly, because it's not promised when you buy the box. But so here's the stack. No slabs, but that's all right. We'll see still some good stuff. A lot of the, typically a lot of the boxes that they do, as we all know, are a lot of variants, and that certainly has been the case again here. But they've also been doing a lot of kind of Bronze Age 80s quality stuff too in this box, which I've seen, which is pretty cool that they are including some things other than just exclusive variant things that I will talk about that in a second. All right. I'll just make sure they're all the same way so I don't. Nope, they're not. All right, let me try to not look at that. And not look at that. Oh, geez, they're all. Well, I guess that's packed well then. They're all alternating. Don't crush them spines. All right, I think we're good. All right. Oh, geez, no, I've done it. Okay. Let's see. Some other people jumped in the chat here. Who we got? Big Will has arrived. John's Comics with Kids is here. If I miss anyone, I do apologize. Who dat? What up? Need Mo. Backseat driver. What's up, buddy? All right. So, first book. It's a Black Cat, 150 bucks. It's a Virgin variant. So I'm actually going to look up some of these afterwards on this stream to see, because, but if that is really that much, that's rad. The thing that I saw this happen in the, it's a 1 in 500. Dang, thanks for that. During the V7, so many of the boxes had the same books. It was kind of like allocated like football cards or something, or baseball cards, where certain boxes tended to have the same books, and then a lot of them, there was 4 different variations, kind of, I would say, for example, where you had variation A had books 1 through 10, variation B had books 11 through 20, whatever. So because of that, I feel like you look on eBay the next couple of days and they just got flooded with all the same variants, and it dropped the price a little. So maybe if that's the case again, I will wait to list anything or sell anything to see if they kind of spread out a little. I keep seeing this one, for example, in these boxes. Not a fan of this cover, and it might have been $25 at one point, but once all these boxes start coming out, it will drop, probably, I'm guessing. Number 3. This is another cover I'm not a fan of that is in a lot of the boxes. I mean, like, it's cool, I guess, but it's not Perillo's best work. It's kind of like, I mean, it doesn't have Vampirello's butt on it, so obviously it's not his best work. It's right over my face. Grrr. John's Comics and Kids and Perry are having a little wrestling match in the chat. Big Snake says, yeah, it's good art, but it still sucks. And you and Big Will, as a Wolverine fan, doesn't like it. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again. I actually have this book already randomly. But cool cover, neat book. So I'll add up the sticker prices at the end to see if it's how it compares to what I paid, and then I'll check a couple on eBay to see if anyone's interested in sticking around for that. This is a pretty cool cover. It's like inspired by Alphonse Mucha, who is a French Nouveau artist that I'm a big fan of. So it's pretty cool that they did that. And She-Hulk is a super babe. Captain Marvel's all right, I guess. This is a very thick book. It's probably going to be like a detective or an Action 1000, I'm guessing, variant. Yep. Bane cover. By Jim Lee. It's all right, I guess. Kind of cool. We were just talking about Detective 1000 on book club last night. It's another rather thick book. I don't think it's quite as thick. That's pretty cool. This is Venom number 1 or 2, I think. It's a rad cover. I don't know if I have that in the Virgin variant yet. Oh, that's a cool one. This is, I think this is Perillo as well. I don't see his signature. He usually signs all his stuff. I might be wrong. Someone correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but it's a sweet X-23 cover. I'm probably definitely going to keep that one, the rad cover. There's also a trade dress, but the Virgin looks really nice. And it's in like, I don't know, probably 9.8, close to it if not, 9.6, 9.8. Yeah, maybe it's Delato. You're right, NYC. You're probably right on that one. Yep, totally. Speaking of Vampirella, I've not seen that one before. Not really a big fan of it. Face looks kind of weird. But hey, $40 maybe. Got it. My last book is a signed book. I can already see what it is from the back. It's these Boss Logic signed turtle books, which like they're clearly well done. They're just like look kind of weird because they're all like a little too realistic. If you haven't seen the store variant for Wonder Woman 750 that Boss Logic did, man, it's real nice looking. Not my turtles, Baked Snake says. Yeah, but one signed book. I've seen some, and like, look at me at the beginning. I was like, oh, a lot of the boxes are getting like older books in it, and I got all variants. But I did get a couple of bigger hits. This one I'm definitely going to keep, so that's cool. And the Black Cat, I'm probably not going to keep that, but a cool amount. All right, so let's add these up. So we got 40, 60, 50. So it's 150 plus another 50. It's 200. What's up, Reggie? Thanks for stopping by. Plus another 60. That's 260 plus another 50. That's 310. Plus 150 is 460 plus the cost of the print, which I don't know, was probably 20, 30 bucks. So looking at, like, according to their value, $450 in value, which for a $250 box is great on paper. Question of, like, how realistic is that? I don't know. Let's start to find out a little bit. All right. eBay. Black cat 1 in 500. Sold listings. So there are multiple sold listings between, like, the last few are all around the 125 mark. There's 3. There's a 145, and then there was an 80. So I'd say it's safely a 125. So a little overshot, but not by much. I mean, it's selling at 125, so that's pretty decent. Now let's look up this Harley cover that I said I didn't like. Harley. I know this is, like, super interesting to see me typing on my phone, but you know, it's for a purpose, right? Oh, it's not You're the Villain. It's Villain of the Year. How stupid is that? DC, get your act together. I don't even know who did this. Variant. All right. Oh, it's another Boss Logic cover. Okay. So we just... Sold listings. There's one sold for 20 bucks. And a bunch listed. So 25 is definitely an overshoot. I'd say probably about a $15 book. But thanks for stopping by, Disco. I'm not going to bother looking this up. I want to look up... I'm not going to look them all up because what a waste of time, right? Just get an idea of kind of, like, general consensus. Let's look up this. I don't even know what book that is. Never mind, I'm not going to look it up because it takes too much time. How about this Tech 1000? Unfortunately, I don't know which, because there was multiple Joomla variants for this. So that makes it a little tricky. But sold listings for 16 bucks. Another one for 25. Another one for 20. So I don't know, 18 to 20 bucks. That's, I mean, again, not too far off. Overshooting it a little bit. Feeling you walk away with unboxing is important also. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly fun. Like, you're paying for the experience on top of the books, right? Because you can just go out and buy books, and that's fun. But there is a certain, like, excitement and anticipation, and I don't know. It's addicting. It's like gambling, right? Because, like, I've always said that it is to a point, because you know you're getting value. It's not like you could get nothing. It's not like a raffle, which is like way more like gambling. I've never done any raffles. Yeah, Chad said he's got a bunch of new books too from his box. But like there is that excitement of like when I opened up that 181, like I lost my mind. It was super exciting. So you're paying for that like experience for sure. All right. Holy smokes. All right. So this Del Auto sold listings around 55, 50 bucks, 40 bucks. Some absolute lunatic has a 9.8 listed for $1,450 for some reason. That has... Oh, that's the trade dress. So I guess the trade dress is actually rarer on this book. It appears so, because 9.8 for the Virgin goes for about 150 bucks. That's weird. What? Someone explain to me why that happens. Like typically the Virgin cover is the rarer one. So what happens when like I guess this must be a store exclusive, and then the trade dress was probably a ratio variant that was under ordered, I'm guessing. Right? But if you're paying over $1,000 for a modern variant, I don't know, man. I mean, you do you, collect what you want, but you can get like an awesome book that's going to hold value way more for $1,000 or $1,400 than a modern X23 variant that you can get the same cover without an X23 on it for 50 bucks. I mean, just my 2 cents. I don't know. Do what you want though. If you have the money, go for it. I love it. It's not for me. I just feel like there's going to be a drop in these variants, especially the store exclusives and the ratios. A lot of the ratios that are like super hard to find are probably going to hold value just because they're rare and people like hard stuff to find. But like so many of these books that like go for hundreds of dollars and they're just everywhere. I don't know. I don't get it. But I don't get a lot of stuff. Cool. So that was fun. I wish I'd gotten a sweet slab, but I mean, it looks like I got value that I should be able to get some of my money back at least. And I got a couple books that I'll probably keep for my collection. And I don't know, I'll probably give away that art print at some point or something, because I'm not going to put that up. It's cool, but it's just not like kind of my thing. Yeah, Sith AF says, let's see how the value of that modern holds up in 2 years or less, shaking my head. Yeah, I mean, it's a trend right now for sure. So people are, jumping on it and thinking that these books are super hard to find and that they're going to be these great investment pieces. I mean, even if they hold their value, there's no way that a lot of them are going to keep going up. There's a handful that, like maybe the Greg Land Ultimate Fallout 4, that is the first appearance of Miles Morales, as we all probably know. Like something like that, could see continuing to go up, because that book was fairly under-ordered for what it was. That variant, there's not a ton of them, and it's a key first appearance, especially if that character keeps popping up in continuity. It just seems like they're pretty set on him being a staple at the moment. So yeah, there's like a handful of these modern variants that could hold value or go up, but for the most part, I can't see them ever increasing in value. So if people are buying them because they like them and it's what they want to collect, that's great. But I feel like people are buying them because they think that they're somehow going to be these great investment pieces and they're going to be able to sell them down the road for way more than they buy them now. I personally, I just don't see that happening. I mean, it's so hard to tell though, because the market is just buck wild now. Like I was about to say, like, I've been collecting for 30 years and I feel like I have a pretty good head on my shoulders about what the market does and how trends work. But with the internet, with spec, with like all this stuff, it's changed everything, and everything's like on its head. And people are just buying everything and anything. And like I bought this not because it's spec. I showed this last night. I didn't buy this because it's spec, but I saw this on a spec site saying like, "Oh, you better pick this up." And I said, "Oh, that's just a hilarious cover. I just want that." And it was like, I don't know, $7 or something. So who cares? But like, I didn't buy this because I think it's gonna like be worth hundreds of dollars someday. Yeah, I say buck wild a lot, backseat driver. I just think it's a funny way to say crazy. But like when an issue of Comic Reader, because it's got a possible Spider-Verse character on it, is a spec book, like we've gone too far, people. We've gone too far, in my opinion. Squatchy Ink does covers like that. Yeah, man, it's a rad cover. It's a Spider Wookie. It's by Dave Cockrum. Like, there's nothing not to like about this. That's why I picked it up. But I didn't buy it because I'm gonna like resell it in 10 years when it's worth so much money. Because it's not gonna be. But the fact that like, I subscribe to the Key Collector app, and last night I got an alert said like, "Oh, the Wild is in development," and then 5 minutes later they sent a retraction saying, "Oh, sorry, it's a different property called the Wild. It's not the comic book." And we were talking last night in the greatest comic book show ever about like why we care so much about things being optioned and things appearing in movies, and I just don't understand it. That like maybe certain like really smaller properties that'll bring attention to it and make more people aware of it, but like Marvel and DC characters, we're aware of them, so it's not like they're I don't know what I'm saying. I've got a head cold, so it's my brain's foggy. Yeah, Backseat Driver says it's like 24-hour news channels. If everything's breaking news, then nothing is. Yeah. If everything's a spec book, nothing's a spec book. Big Will says I keep selling Spider-Verse 1 Walmart books. It's weird out there. Yeah, man. Thanks, Kavi. You said feel better, get some rest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sign off. I'm not gonna do a recap because you can just rewatch the stream and give me more views and thumbs ups. I don't really care about that. Do what you want. But cool. If anyone is interested in any of the books, I'll cut you a deal. Shoot me a DM. Slide into my DMs. But I'm gonna go take a nap. So have a great day, and buy more mystery boxes. It's fun. Never turn your back to the ocean. Bye.